voice. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to new members of our community. My name is Yasa, I'm a violinist, and I moved from St. Petersburg, Russia to United States, Florida, almost 10 years ago, all by myself. And here I'm sharing with you joys and challenges, of course, of journey of a musician and of a foreigner adjusting to a new life in the United States. And I thought I'm going to start a hot topic of dating in America, a new playlist. And welcome to my second episode, where I want to give a big advice to girls that I learned through going through some pretty painful experience. Well, I'm just only kidding, but seriously, I learned this pretty late just now. So I guess I'm a millennial. I never consider myself a millennial, but apparently I'm under that category. And us millennials and younger generation, younger than me, we don't really like phone calls. We are very much texting people. So for us, comfort zone is texting. So I thought in dating too, texting was my cup of tea. You know, I enjoyed sending messages. I enjoyed the witty banter, going back and forth, and joking and just having a good time communicating through texts. I felt safe. You know, that's something that I like doing. I can think of my reply. I can answer with wit and sense of humor. I can think things through. If I need to look up something, I can do that. If I don't know the reference, I can look it up because I didn't grow up here. So some of the references I need to study. And I'm a busy person. I'm a busy individual, and I'm a professional. Musicians, we are practicing all day long, so we are very, very busy people. And for me to find time for a phone call, it was always a drag. So whenever guys would approach me in a way, okay, can I call you? I would be like, oh, really? Why can't we just meet, and see how it goes? Because, if you meet, you see a person, you kind of understand much more about that person, if not even about the chemistry, but you can see his reactions, you can see his mimic, you can see how he reacts to things, and you understand much more, because 60% of our communication is in our facial expressions, our body movements, that you can't really hear on the phone call and during texting. So texting is like the least revealing way of communicating. It's so easy to hide while you're texting, hide your true personality. So I would always be reluctant about phone call. I would really consider it a chore, and I would rather just meet with the person. And then I had plenty of first dates where I didn't connect with the person at all, even though it seemed fine during texting communication, and we seemed like we connected, like we share common interests, or at least we have some kind of conversation going, and it was fun, it was pleasant. But when we meet, for some reason, it was not at all what I was expecting, and I had plenty of those first dates. So pandemic happened, right? And now I'm thinking 17,000 times before I meet a person on the first date. And what started to happen? You have first date either online, on Zoom call, or you have a phone call. And thank goodness for those phone calls, because I used to talk to a person on the phone call, and there is just absolutely no way we can connect. And I can usually find common grounds and at least something interesting to talk to any person, because I'm a performer and I'm used to talking to people after performances that I don't know. So I'm easily communicating with people I don't know. But I had phone calls that were just so clear to me that this is just a complete disaster and we have no common grounds. We have nothing to talk about, literally. And thank goodness we had a phone call, because you realize that you don't really have to meet, especially during pandemic. So this time I really understood the value of talking first on the phone, or even having a video date. This is something that really reveals a lot, and then you can pretty much make a decision, are you going to meet in person? And I can tell you that 95% of people I talked on the phone or had an online date, I would not meet in person. So 95% eliminated just by talking on the phone. This is an incredible discovery for me. I could have saved. I don't regret going on all those first dates that that were kind of just a one-time date. Because it's an experience, it's meeting a new person, just having a coffee or a walk. There is nothing wrong with that, meeting people. It was still fine and fun. But I could have saved some of the dates that were, for example, just less entertaining for me, just by having a phone call. So my big advice to you, don't skip that step. Even if you're a millennial like me, and if you hate doing that, you feel like it's so awkward to talk to a person on the phone without seeing their face. Well, believe me, you're saving yourself a lot of time by doing that, because if it's awkward to talk on the phone without knowing a person, it's going to be awkward seeing them in person too. And at least you can save valuable time by just going there and maybe being disappointed of, ruined expectations and a person not achieving, meeting all the checkpoints that you have for yourself and for him. Well, just to feel more comfortable on the phone, just research a little bit, see what are your common interests, prepare for the first thing you're gonna say, first 2-3 questions you're gonna ask based on the text communication that you had before. So just have these 2-3 questions ready, and then if the person is really interested and you really have something in common, the conversation will flourish after that. So just the first 2-3 questions, have them ready, and really have that phone call or a video date. So phone call, then probably a video date, and then maybe meeting outside in the park could be the safest option if everything before that goes well. So millennials, save yourself some time and talk to people on the phone or on the video instead of just texting, because you can hide so well behind texting. Well, this is my advice from experience of a foreigner dating in a completely different zone and culture, and not knowing what to expect and not being ready for that. So learn from me. Have a good day, everyone. Пока. See you soon. Like and subscribe. Пока.